I am kind of curious, man, because you talked about these two particular warriors being able to fight a bunch over, but what, unranked?
I've seen them unranked a lot. Yeah, obviously, if you're watching tournaments, you've seen Nephew, right? Like he's been offline at events like CEO and Evo and stuff, but seeing him in online tournaments as well. Snake Eyez, on the other hand, he doesn't really enter tournaments that much, right? Like, you know, he's someone who's a tournament veteran. He's been playing in tournaments for a long time.
Correct.
But he, like, almost never enters stuff, right? Which I honestly am really sad about because I love watching him compete in tournaments. So,
right.
You know,
last time I've seen him play at a competitive level, or at least in a tournament, was at a Twitch Rivals event that had happened literally the beginning of Street Fighter 6. But if you want to take a look at his record so far in this tournament, he took down content creator Justin Wong 2-0, and then Mike X 2-1 to bring himself up until this point. Nephew, on the other hand, also had a pretty turbulent ride over. Had to face down one of the best Blancas we could ask for through Wolfgang. Then had to face off against Filipino Man, which was a scrapping 2-1.
Yeah, and then Filipino Man obviously made it in on loser side over Wolfgang, right? So really, really strong Blanca player. Love watching Wolfgang play. Unfortunately, out of the tournament, but definitely someone to check out if you're interested in that character. So Nephew, you know, he had some tough opponents on the way here and makes it in, and these two play all the time. And the nice thing, too, is that we get to hear from both of them. We get to hear what they have to say. So first off, Nephew says, Zangief is scary. That's it. It's the whole thing. It's just the whole. I'm
so sorry.
That was loud. That's it. That's his whole line. I agree.
That got me.
I'm right there with him.
Sorry for blowing out your eardrums. That was my bad. I didn't expect it to. I should have been prepared.
I agree with him. He's spit. He's so right. I never, you
so
know,
true.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
Not in his voice either. Let's take a look at what Snake Eyez had to say in response.
I hope it's the same thing.
They're getting scooped. That's fair. Men of little words, but also very effective ones.
I love this selfie, too. Like, this selfie angle with they're getting scooped. It's like, it really is like a dating app selfie. He's just like, what's up? Puts his name, age, like, what are your hobbies? Scooping people. Like, it's just, I like this. This angle is really cracking.
That could have been like an ice cream date setup, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I could totally see that. You want to.
I think that's a good name for an ice cream spot, actually, getting scooped.
Getting scooped. I love that. That sounds so good. I bet you they have like a coffee, chocolate, peanut butter flavor that's delicious.
Ooh,
yeah.
That sounds pretty bomb right now, actually.
Yeah,
Let's not get into that conversation because we can go on and on about ice cream.
I love ice cream. Yeah,
it's so good.
Great.
It's so good. Anyways, man, there's so much to look forward to, too. And you see some of the ads that have been going on, being able to register for all of your events right now. We kind of mentioned it before the break. We highly encourage you guys to do so because once it's gone, it's gone. This is your window of opportunity. You don't want to miss it. Here we go. And this is it. Nephew versus Snake Eyez.
I can never. I hold up one position. You know, I'm not like this wiggle the stick. Those people are dangerous.
I tap it. I tap it to a rhythm. So it's like they're laughing.
Yeah.
Oh, the big old lights, huh?
Yeah, light. His crouching light kick, very fast. Standing jab is really far as well. Oh,
that's so sick. You expect most Zangiefs to go into the full swing of standing medium punch, but that was very tricky for Snake.
Yeah, medium punch combos on counter hit or punish counter as long as you're in range. But sweep after is a really common Zangief idea, I've learned.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Because you're expecting the rest of the medium, right?
Yeah. Or walk up SPD is also good there. Ooh, drive rush. That
was messed up.
It didn't combo, though, actually. Nice confirm from Nephew, actually, to get that little light confirm into super.
He didn't have any watching sword, though. Oh, no, the scoop. That's one. You get the drive rush forward.
Oh, gotta guess.
You have to guess. Oh, you're hella dead.
It.
So that's really unfortunate, right? Nephew didn't really have a chance to stock up more than that. So that could have been huge first round for him had he gotten that extra damage up.
Yeah, and that reversal SPD from Snake Eyez is very scary, right? Like, if that didn't hit, that was the round. But he knows, like, oh, you're light after this, or you're minus after this light. I'm just going to do it. I like that idea.
Look at the spacing. He's slowly stalking down his play. And that's going to be fine for Snake Eyez, being able to force the drive gauge out of somebody so that he gets to start his offense. It's a very slow but meticulous game.
Yeah, and Fireball drive rush. Been a problem, obviously, so far for Snake. He hasn't had, like, an answer two-way. He hasn't tried to drive nice. That whip punish. No drive rush buffer off of it, though. Or level 2. You can do crouching medium punch on level 2 as well. Confirm. Yeah, spends it.
There it is. We just talked about it going into the full swing. We're going for the ender? Yeah.
He wants Oki.
He wants the Oki.
Ooh, and the chop.
That's a good stop.
Yeah, that's like one of the best buttons to hit if you see the drive rush. Oh, such the heavy punch.
He's trying to charge it up.
Oh, the backdash, and that's a punish. Not enough to kill. Nephew has gauge here, and yeah, it doesn't go for it. Ooh, Snake was turning. You saw it.
That's so scary. Every time you see the kind of stutter step from Zangief, you always expect the SPD.
No, did he hit him? No, he went all in, and Snake Eyez the patience
What
so
was that
far.
though? Like, was that like a Hail Mary type thing, or was he looking for something else? I genuinely couldn't tell from the way that was played out.
I think he went all in. I think it was a little scrambling. He said, why not? I'm just going to do it. Because Snake was just, I think, so solid so far. Try to parry on Wake Up, it looks like.
Yeah. That's how you could tell the amount of intimidation you're facing up against when it comes to Snake Eyes. To make Nephew throw out a level 3 like that is preposterous.
Yeah, Nephew is really, really solid most of the time, and then he gets a little scrambly when things aren't going the best. I like that.
That's huge.
And he's just forcing way more. I kind of like the idea. Nephew's approach has changed to be like, I don't want to just sit here and neutral anymore. I'm just going to force, and just take the mix-ups over and over and try to kill Zangief that way.
Up until the point where he's down engaged, right? He doesn't want to kind of spend the meter to do that, put himself into burnout because he knows how dangerous it could be. He'll do it off of a hit like that, though.
Yeah.
He was waiting for that opportunity. Very well spent and well played.
Yeah, and he did the crouching medium kick there because, you know, Snake Eyes just did Zanny heavy punch. That's weak to lows. So I like Nephew just walking up, jamming in the crouching medium kick. And to Snake Eyes' credit, he walked up and blocked it.
It's so scary.
Just a lot of patience in mid-range, not overcommitting to anything.
Yeah, and that's not going to be expensive whatsoever, right? One bar every single time. Snake Eyes does get the interruption, though. He challenged it with one of the light normals. All the way through.
Takes the Oki. Lariat Oki is not that great. It's just okay. Knockdown. And closer and closer to the corner. Just a lot of this game plan from Snake has been this, the walk down.
Tricky.
Gonna spend a lot of bar on this? No, just the one. Oh, he missed the, I think there's supposed to be a safe jump there or a setup. Oh
Damn. My. He just tucked them in right before the fireball was about to hit. That was beautiful.
He said they're gonna get scooped.
How many scoops is that?
Man, you know, it's funny. He's been kind of like slow and steady on that. He hasn't let him rip too much, and I'm like, is it time now? Ooh, challenge. A little trade there, and he tried to chop
it again. No chop this time, though. It's going to be Nephew. Still trying to walk back, but it's been the same type of deal every single time. I drive, rush forward. Now it's going to be Snake Eyes throwing out some of that gauge.
Yeah, it's been a quite linear approach from Nephew, but like honestly, it's a really strong one. So, double headbutt.
That's so tricky too, because it's so plus.
Yeah, plus 4 on block. Very, very scary to deal with on regular headbutt. So, you know, takes the lariat. Not a lot of drive gauge for Snake Eyes, but this positioning, though.
I thought that was going to be Scoop City again.
Oh,
out of the corner. That's fine. Oh, that counter hit. That was kind of tricky, though, because that was semi-early jump fierce, no?
Yeah, but it's still pretty tough to challenge, even when it's like super high like that. It's going to be close to burnout or burnout for Snake. Yeah, burnout. And no way out. Oh, he has no meter to escape. Can Nephew build enough bar to get the kill here? It's enough. Oh,
jeez.
That is one of Zangief's weaknesses, even if he had level 1 super, which he didn't there, right? But even if he did have it, he wouldn't have been able to get out of that.
What is his actual way out when it comes to supers?
Level 2.
It's only 2, right?
Level 2 or 3?
2 and 3.
Yeah. But it's level 1, not invincible.
Oh. Beautiful punish counter.
And this drive gauge for Snake Eyes, pretty brutal. And Nephew, again, just forcing. You see that, right? Like, I mean, the difference in reward and value from her driver is just so huge, right? So just forcing this over and over. That's
Look at all the plus frames. Jeez, he was attacking that drive gauge. He saw that weakness because of how early Snake Eyes had spent all his gauge.
Oh, nice.
What a neutral jump.
That was really good from Snake Eyes there. Knowing that the drive impact's coming because Zangief has no meter to get out.
Oh my God. Can we get those scoops to go, please?
Oh my, Snake Eyes. The reaction time. Checks on the dash. Whip for the SPD again.
I don't blame you. Now he's going to set up for Borscht Dynamite, right? Yeah. It has to be.
Oh, he's ready.
Slow down. Just trying to chop. Right at the neck.
Oh, man. Snake Eyes set point again here.
He's so dangerous, man. He walks up to you right in SPD range and throws out a normal. What do you do?
I know. That's the question. He's just constantly... His ground game is really impressive. His switches are really good. Oh,
I'm invincible,
no.
back throw.
That is huge. Gets pressure here, too. Yeah.
Jesus.
Interesting. He spent the level 2. This is going to get a lot of drive gauge down for Nephew. And the Oki, yeah, whiff jab for timing.
No.
Wow, that was meaty.
That was the meatiest thing I've ever seen.
Oh, he waited so long, too. It's going to be burnout here, yeah.
Uh-oh. You're stuck, man.
What does Nephew do? Does he just Hail Mary it again? He's buffering there. Oh, he got him. Okay, so that's going to waste a lot of the timer on this burnout.
Not too bad. Not too bad at all, right? The damage is going to be enough to get the life lead. At least clear. Decent life lead, but also out of the corner. That's really important. Oh, but the jumping. Can't stop the lariat.
He's a lock. Yeah, and he tried to drive impact back. Snake Eyes has level 2 to try to get the kill here.
And I love that. 2. Yeah, the dash up 2 to make sure they're on their knees to be airborne. Borscht Dynamite. Yes, sir. 2-1. Nephew into losers by the hands of Snake Eyes.
Yeah, very well played. And I think right there at the end, it was just such a weird scramble, and Nephew, that drive impact felt like he was trying to do it maybe even before he was like back, and he just did it too early, and then a little panic moment. Tough position to be in, and Snake Eyez just cleans it up. So top 8 winner side, Zangief.
Let's go. It has to face off against Rashid. All right, a Street Fighter 5 throwdown. All right, I can respect that.
I like that. JB versus Snake. That'll be our match. So our winner side top 8 all set up, right? We have Reynolds up against Chris, and then JB versus Snake. So some good matches right there. Of course, we'll see everybody who lost on the loser side of the bracket, but well played. I mean, it was a scrambly one, and just a nail-biter too, right? It was very close to this set. So,
But you've seen like the blatant strategies that both players were kind of going for in the very, very beginning, right? Kind of introducing themselves a little bit to see what they had. But I did like Snake Eyes' adaptation to the big question we had prior to the matchup, right? It was, what are you going to do when Juri approaches you with that slow fireball?
Right. And like also the question constantly is, how do you stop drive rush, medium punch, or how are you going to stop this? And Snake Eyes, he had a lot of great checks with the medium punch. He just let it go and then perfect parried sometimes. Yeah, he had the SPD
beautiful.
like that. And I mean, just, counter DI here looks great. And then this last position in the corner, this perfect parry is kind of all it takes for stuff to get started. And Snake had a couple of level 2s on this last round. You build a lot of meter in this game, so dumping it, pretty good.
Oh, man. I was hoping to see the save jump just to kind of like memorize it one more time, because that was beautifully done. That was like the meatiest, jump jab?
I think you did jump heavy, no?
Was that jump heavy?
I think so. Just not the splash, just like the jump heavy.
Oh,
punch,
I see. Okay.
Yeah, I do like that, though, at the end there. Nephew, I think, trying to get out.